Welcome to ATB-TV. I'm Darren Dance here at Manningtree Park with Peter Morganti on Thursday lunchtime, Pete.
Yep.
And we've got quite a few runners to get through, so we're not going to dilly-dally about today. We're going to fly through last week's runners, and we've got a lot of runners coming up in the next few days as a lot of our horses get back to the track. So I think we wind the clock back, Pete, to last Saturday at Werribee, and I think you went down to have a look at the Archie Alexander trained fashion stock make her debut.
Yeah, little Tavistock filly. And
what did you take out of it?
look, typically of what we thought, tight track wasn't going to suit, but Archie was keen to give her a race day experience, I suppose, for a better terminology. And look, she half missed the kick a little bit, which meant she settled back, and you can't expect them to be far up and run around the whole lot. But she railed, she was pretty professional, she paraded well, and she beat 3 or 4 home. I think we couldn't expect too much more, really.
Walked away satisfied?
Satisfied, the owners are there, was satisfied, and I think in Archie's reports he was satisfied, and he's thinking one more run over 1400 at Bendigo, which looks a nice little progression in this prep for her. So we'll probably learn more about her at Bendigo.
I think she's probably a 3-year-old, 2,000, 2,400 metre horse.
Yep.
She's kicking off over 1,100 and a 2-year-old. So
typically, if you think they might measure up in the spring or somewhere, you give them probably a run or two up to May, and then you put them out for a little break and bring them back.
Okay.
So she's probably following those tracks.
Did you go to Echuca?
I went to Echuca.
Nice and warm up there, was it?
Yeah, it was 20 odd in Ballarat and about 32 or 3 other. It's amazing. 2 hours north of where we are, it can be so different. But
so tell us about Saar Plain first up.
Good. Yeah, he just ran out of a little. It was sort of funny. He can sprint for 300 or 400, and then he holds his form, that horse, and then he was the last horse to be pulled up. Harry Coffey couldn't pull him up, but he ran well. He actually probably ran to 3rd or 4th on the turn, and then just went to the line, flattened out. He's a tubby little bugger. He's still got a little bit of condition there, but look, he was beaten 5 lengths, finished 6th. So it's a pass mark first up.
Staying tight.
Yeah.
So he'll be looking for more ground, and he does like it wet.
Well, Harry said you can get him to 2,000 next start, but I think he'll probably go 18, 2,000, be something to be following, probably 3rd up.
All right, and the same day, same race actually, Revolution, who finished down the track, and he's been given the hee-ho by the DK Weir stable.
Yeah, no more wanted there, and
there was a Revolution.
Yeah, look, and I mean, we've discussed it with the owners this week. Normally the weather would have broken by now. We may have got a bit more of an idea in the wet, but look, the plan's to give him another chance with another trainer who's, why not while the horse is fit? Yeah,
well, we've done all the work, and we know he's a wetty, and he won his race at Coleraine on a rated slow. It was probably closer to heavy, and you saw him win a trial there by about 6 minutes on a heavy track at Ballarat. But anyway, he's going to go to another trainer, which
120 a day rather than 80 a day rather than 120. Yeah,
that'll get announced in the next week or two. But so he's finished with that stable, and he'll move into another stable.
Same day, I drove all the way to Echuca when we had the best performed runner at Ballarat. But it was good to see old Clermo hit the line, Darren.
Well, a bit like yourself, Pete, he wound the clock back 3 years.
4, yeah.
And charged the line to run 5th, right on the heels of the place getters, and on the corner he was sort of back up, and I thought, he's just going to whack away here and get beat 8 or 9, but no, he really charged
the line,
and looked like the Clairvale Old. So obviously Matthew Williams has got him going really good, and we'll be looking forward to seeing him down at Warrnambool over the carnival.
I think it was second. Yeah, we don't know. There's a 1,700 to be ideal for him.
Yep.
So that was good. Yesterday you went to Sandown. We had a bit of a mixed bag.
It was a mixed bag, I tell you.
I don't know where you
I left the land and I got onto those roadworks. Anyone would think there's a state election this year. I think I spent half an hour parked in the freeway at Melton and another half an hour trying to get through the tunnel. But anyway, lucky I left an hour early, Pete, because I got there for the first race of ours, which was Shadow Griffo, the Robbie Griffiths trained Griffo. Didn't work out.
Yeah, I don't know. The less we say, probably the best.
Just very disappointing effort, actually. It was supposed to be on the pace. It was not on the pace. It was well back. And I thought if I wanted to do a score out of 10 for the ride, Pete, what do you think I'd say? I'm not asking you what you think. What would you think I'd score that ride?
I've been envisioning it's going to be closer to 1 than 5.
Yeah, well, it's nowhere near 5.
I think the first 4 into the straight.
Hang on, give me a pen. I'm just going to rule a line through that run. Forget about it.
I think the first 4 into the straight were the first 4 across the line.
All day, pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty much all day, everything led, finished, and they hardly changed order in the straight, which makes one of our other horses runs quite good. But yeah, no, we all knew that you had to be on speed yesterday, and unfortunately, a bit of a practice run there didn't work out.
The one you're talking about that was good, and I presume it's Think Babe, he was really good, considering he sat, he's 5th or 6th.
Third or 3 wide, pretty much the trip.
All the trip, and then...
You know, it's 6 months since that horse raced. I think he hurt himself, pulled a muscle, and anyway, we had to geld him, and you know, when you go back through his form, his last prep was pretty poor actually, a couple of 6s and a 7s. And anyway, he was too coldy and hurt himself and put him out, and gee, it's amazing, isn't it, 6 months. We didn't want to run him over summer in the heat, and he was actually at Darren Weir's farm up at Malden, and they had to shift him to Warrnambool because he wasn't copping the heat. So
wanted to go to holiday mode.
Anyway, it was good that he went down to there, and then he was due to race, and he got a foot abscess. And anyway, look, he's come back a nice horse. He's gelded. He still sweated up a bit yesterday. He was sweating up on the shoulder and also between the legs, but he looked good, and he ran super.
I like that turn of foot when Brad first let him go. He got to the leader quick.
Yeah, he really ran into it, and just the last 75, he just the effort told. Brad thought if he had been able to get one off the fence, he could have really fought it out. But the winner's a pretty good horse. It's won 4 out of 5. It doesn't happen much, and he's in for a good prep. Probably go to Warrnambool.
He's well and truly back. Perugia lobbed in the 1-1, and I think there's another race where the 1, 2, 3, 4s held their spots all the way. He ran well.
Yeah.
It just was hard to make that ground on the leaders.
Yeah, well, I thought his Mornington Guineas run was a forget job,
Yeah.
as your mate Gator would say, just forget he went round.
Forget he went round.
I thought, some of the comments post-race were a little bit harsh on the horse because he's been a really genuine, tough horse who's always tried. He had to ride in there to get his spot, 1-1, and, they ran along fairly quickly. I was watching the sectionals, which I wish they'd put on Sky or Racing.com when you're at home because...
They're a great guide.
When you see that, them going around the back running 11.3 and 11.6, you know that they're not going to run quick times up the straight because they've already done that. And then Sandown, 400 metre straight, you've got to run home uphill. So they're always going to slow down a bit. And typically what happens there is, the order didn't change from the 400 to the finish post. Right. And he done well to stuck on for 4th. And I thought if he ran bad yesterday, he'd be in the paddock.
Yeah.
But he's run well, and I think there's probably maybe another run in him. Brad was sort of thinking maybe, 1600 he might be looking for a little bit further.
Yeah, so probably not a bad time to try it.
Well, he's had about 7 runs, so you probably could give him a run over 1800 if you wanted to, or a 1700 at Warrnambool or something, and just see. He's been a good horse, and he looked magnificent in the yard. He's a lovely type of horse. And
Jane Ivel, second pick of the yard.
Second pick, Jane?
Yeah, but I think every time he's been in the yard, he always catches your eye.
Well, you might want to have a look at his half-sister here that's just turned up at Manning Tree Park yesterday, and this one's one of the fillies we're going to be syndicating once we get the PDS approved, Pete, but she's a beautiful-looking filly, this half-sister to Perugia, yearling filly. Have a look at this, have a look at her walking around here. Anyway, she'll be on the market in a couple of weeks, Pete. Obviously, we're going to give the Perugia owners first go there.
Yep.
And some of the people that their horses have been retired or moved on, we'll give them a bit of a crack. But if you are interested in getting involved or knowing a little bit about her, we can't officially offer her to you, but we can send you some photos and vision, and she'll be going to Darren Weir.
Yep.
And we should have that product disclosure statement lodged and approved with Racing Victoria next week, and then we'll be able to publicly sell her. Her detail, pedigree and that are on the website if you want to have a look.
And there's been good interest in her anyway.
So that's our runners, Pete.
Yep.
Now, we've got an avalanche coming up.
We have. We've got a dozen here, so we might just start to short circuit our summaries a little.
Let's just...
Tennessee Gold at Kilmore. You go?
I'm going.
You going tonight too?
I'm going to... Yes, Pete, I'm going to Kilmore and then I'm going to... Where am I going?
You go to Kilmore.
Narnagoon.
And, yeah, well, whatever it is, Pakenham North,
Yes.
Upper, South,
I'll
West.
be home at 11 tonight, Pete.
You got enough time to get from one to the other?
Yes, hour and a half, and it's 3 hours between races.
Righto.
But I've got to go and finish that trench over the road before I go anywhere.
Well, let's start with Tennessee Gold, 1,600 metres at Kilmore.
Has he backed it?
I don't know if he's backed it, but he was very happy with the filly.
11 to 1.
She's 11s. Well, look, on her last run, she's
Who's riding it?
Lester Grace again.
Who?
Lester Grace.
I feel like I'm in church.
Dr. H.G. Grace, what's it, the cricketer? Dr. Grace? No, Lester
Each way
Grace.
show.
Yeah.
Needs further, but this will do.
Yeah, you couldn't find a race. This builds into a 2,000. This race. Silver Stratum first up, Pakenham, 1,400. Pass a few, be good.
Midfield. Believe he trialled against some group horses the other day, and I believe you're keeping it under wraps, Pete, because you're a shareholder.
Yeah, lucky hustler in Almond.
Just trial him.
I don't know what
That's
he was
all right.
doing.
We'll go to a benchmark.
There was obviously no one else for him to trial with. He
We'll
actually trialled well in it.
Yeah, we'll go to a benchmark 64 after trialling against group horses. Yep.
Yeah.
You did give him no hope. That's good.
Friday, American Muscle.
Bow Desert. Have we ever had a runner at Bow Desert?
You've stole me thunder. I was going to say, ask you the same question. I would say no.
I don't think I even know where Bow Desert is.
It's not about an hour from Brisbane.
Right.
Liz told me that.
Okay. So who's that?
Bow Desert.
Tony Golan.
Yeah, American Muscle on the back of a couple of trials, which have been okay.
If he goes to Bow Desert, he'd want to be winning.
If he's not top two,
He'd want to be winning.
Vanessa Johnson riding.
Vanessa.
1,000 metres.
That's
So that's American
name.
Muscle. Yeah, Bow Desert, Vanessa Johnson.
We're kicking goals there.
Might be a winner for the week, Darren.
We're kicking goals there, Pete.
Saturday, at Caulfield, we have two runners.
Oh, yes.
Two very good gallopers, Mr. Moneybags, which we've drawn the away barrier there, Darren. We've been given barrier 18.
18. At Caulfield.
Over 1,200.
No,
I know there's a bit of a run there, but gee.
No.
He's...
Look, we know the horse can't win. We know the horse is probably going to run because it leads right into a proper preparation. Yeah. But I'm hoping there's half a dozen withdrawals, which typically there can be at these 3-year-old races when there's 8 horses. So if he's drawn out there, there must be a heap of other wide ones. So hopefully there's half a dozen that come out, and we can pick up 11 and 12. And you know, he's such a good, honest horse.
He's a good horse.
I wouldn't dismiss him in any 3-year-old company.
Trial up really well the other day, so he's come back in good nick, I would say.
That was a pretty impressive trial, Pete.
Carraganaire, another horse that
First up.
didn't he find his niche last prep. He went from probably a benchmark 58 horse to running second on Oaks Day. Quite a smart horse, so he's first up tomorrow over 1,200.
Well, he's in an 84 benchmark now. 1,200 is probably going to be a bit short for him, but they tell me he's improved.
Yeah.
He's obviously the brother to Catchy, who won the Diamond, and Hayes must like the family because he shelled out $500,000 at the Easter sale this week to buy the full brother.
And his trial the other day, I think it was up against Spieth, wasn't it?
Right.
Like he was in amongst...
How'd that go?
Well, he finished second in the trial.
What was the margin?
I don't know, it was a couple of lengths. It was a bit hard to... Yeah. Can't remember,
Do you give him any hope?
Oh, look, on his last form, if he comes back, he might run a cheeky race. Barrier 4, he's not going to do no work. Kersley's on and Cade's 2.
If he beats half the field up, he could start.
You can't say they're going to win at that class. You know, it's first up, but it's certainly going to be a horse to follow. Sunday now. No, sorry, it's still Saturday. My little notes there just draw me down to Saturday.
All right,
we've got a couple of runners.
You're going there.
I'll go there. We've got Rocket Cod, who Josh had made a wise decision here because
Wise, Josh.
he's gone to a 0 to 58.
Yep.
We've got a run there. We wouldn't
Or
have
a maiden, aren't we?
we weren't going to get a run in the maiden.
I thought they changed the rules that maidens couldn't run in 58s. Obviously not.
Not because, there's only 10 or 11 runners.
Okay.
And I think there was like, when he looked to accept for the maiden, we're going to be 18th in the maiden, so there was already 17 ahead of us. So, gone to the 58, we've drawn 10, but he's got him fresh. He's going to make a decision tomorrow when he gets the bloods back and trots him up, but 99% sure he's going there.
Right.
The idea was to keep this horse fresh and use his well,
We need to win a race because he doesn't handle the wet and we're running out of time. Anyway, the idea was try and win a race, show enough, and then put him away.
We just need
back.
to see something tomorrow, Saturday.
Look, he showed plenty of ability in his trials. He's got a few little issues that Josh has been working on. I think we've got to the bottom of what's holding him back.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, when he clicks, he will win one of these.
Well, yeah. And Arat will suit his style if it all works how we want to ride him.
Yeah.
Misty C is also going there.
Well, he's a horse that can go there and win, can't
Well, I would say, looking at that list, I'm a fan of this horse, and I just think out to 1,300 in a 0 to 58, so that means you're not going to get those bloody...
Jack and Jill's on.
Yeah, I don't mind Jack on. He busted to win a race for us. But these 0s to 58s are so much different to the benchmark 58s, because you don't get those 64 horses come in and claim.
Yeah.
They have to be 58 riders or less.
Yeah.
He's better. He's a 70.
I thought he was a city class horse.
He's a midweight 70 horse to me. So
you're saying he'd be odds on and he should be winning.
And if he trains on, he'll be winning, Darren.
Lead a track arrow, isn't it?
Yeah, maybe he can sit. He'll be just sitting there just off him.
Should be just better than him, Pete.
Barrier 3, I think he's drawn. So he's
Come
just
on, Jack, surely.
Now we can go back to Sunday.
Sunday, we're going down to Trang. It's Trang Cup Day.
Yeah, we've got 2 runners in the Cup.
2 in the Cup.
2 in the Cup. Start with Falago, who's talking about the visitors draw. I think he drew 16, which not going to matter too much. He'll go out the back.
They go out 3 or 4 laps here, don't they? 21.50. What are you looking up the odds?
No, just try to find a jockey.
No, we haven't got a jockey on Falago. But anyway, look, what's he? Second up?
Third up.
Third up, he ran where last time? In the Echuca Cup?
And then Warwick Nabil.
And then the Warwick Nabil Cup. He's just plugging around carrying a heap of weight.
Brad Rawilla.
Wow, Brad.
Yep.
Brad might as well bloody come and live here.
Ride a lot of our horses, isn't he?
Yeah, lucky he's got our rides because he's not getting any others.
Start bloody winning a few races and be better. No, I shouldn't say that.
Yeah, you tell him.
No.
I'm sure he's watching.
Anyway, that's good to have a jockey of Brad's calibre on. I don't know if we're going to get any rain, but any rain would help this bloke.
It's supposed to be 12 degrees on Saturday.
I know. It's about 25 here now. So, look, I think there's a nice race at Warrnambool for him, but he'll have to show us something before.
Fourth up over 2000s, he's going.
21.50s, yeah.
Yeah, he's just warming up and a little bit of cut in the ground if it happens. He didn't look too bad the other day in that race.
No.
I wouldn't have thought, we'll wait. He'll like he won a city race last time worth $100,000.
Well, there's races right through to the end of June for him.
They say he's pretty sound this prep, Pete.
They reckon it's the best he's been. And the 3 of them, like Harry, Coffey and Jack have ridden him a lot in trial. And they actually come to me at Echuca and said, where's he going? Is he going to the Warrnambool Cup? He said he feels really good. He feels
How good are these Fastnet rocks? They just keep winning, don't they?
Yeah,
how much has he won for Largo?
Oh, will he be a 400?
300 or 400?
1,000? I mean, it's
something
good.
Like that.
Yeah.
For a horse that costs, I don't know, it wasn't a lot.
No.
Maybe 80.
But he's got that.
Just Fastnet.
When you get to 2,500, they're $100,000 city races, and he's just
nice there, isn't he?
Yeah. They're the ideal racehorse you can get hold of them, Darren, for our owners. And Yogi is the other one.
He's an ideal racehorse.
He's a good little horse, isn't he? 56.5. He drops 2 kilos for his Caulfield run.
Who was eye-catching?
Yeah, probably made a few black books.
What price do you reckon he'll be in the Trang Cup?
Well,
I know
put it this way.
We haven't got the fields, but
I know I'm not knocking any jockeys.
He won't be 10 to 1, will he?
No, I'm not knocking any jockeys here, but if he was second up with just our normal riders on, and they're all good riders, he'd be 4 or 5 to 1 chance. But the fact that the certain jockeys found where the Westgate Bridge is and found out that there's actually land to the west of the Westgate Bridge.
Well, it was funny when he rang for the ride and he said to me, where's he going? And we said the Trang Cup. And then he rang back and he said, did you say Charang or Kerrang?
Kerrang. I don't know if we'd be
he's never been there before, this bloke, but he's going to the Trang Cup to ride Yogi.
Craig Williams.
Craig Williams, eh? Obviously there's... He likes the horse.
He must see a lot of potential down the track, Darren, so he's getting his bum in the saddle now.
Ethan Brown can't make the way.
We don't have to pay for him to go to Terang, do we?
No. Give him nothing.
Yeah, but anyway, that's...
So what price? $3?
Now, like I said, he'd have to be...
$2.70?
He'd be under... he'd be $3 chance, I reckon.
Depends what he accepts.
Well, the top weight's the thing from...
Needs to win, though. If he can't win this, he can't win a Warrnambool Cup.
Well, if he's not winning, he's got to be...
Unlucky.
Yeah. Anyway...
The rail's out.
I can't wait. I know we've got a new true there now.
Yeah, they've moved it out.
Yeah, so that'll get rid of that bloody...
Wayne Johnson, bad time.
Good stuff, Wayne. I think they've done that when they knew Yogi was coming. Anyway, so that's exciting to see both them run.
Busy week. And then we got Monday. We got Mornington.
Yeah, these races, these aren't up these acceptances.
But we got
Angel Lass, Robbie
first starter.
Tick it off tomorrow. Yeah.
Robbie Griffiths.
1,000 metres, Mornington. That should suit that little filly, shouldn't it? The way she's tried up.
Yeah, well, hopefully she draws a gate and she just needs to jump and lead and hang on.
Astrological on Tuesday at Geelong. 1,200 metre fillies and mares.
Busting the winner race.
Fitter for last run.
On the grass, I hope.
Get on. Yeah, it is on the grass. Stringer Bell, I'm not 100% sure, but
Geelong?
nominated him for 1,100. I think he's, I don't know, he's been out to 13.
Blinkers off, isn't it?
Yeah, so I'm just thinking that fresh, horse might go there fresh over 11 and just see what happens.
Terrible run last time.
Ordinary. Connery, Wednesday. I know it's nothing's out, but
Archie
we know
Alexander.
he's going there. Very hard to beat, I would say.
Hard to beat.
Miles, benchmark 64.
Now, isn't it true that only 1 in 16 horses win their maiden and then win the next start, let alone to go to town?
Oh, exactly all.
But isn't it also true that he's been beaten 3 times by an inch?
Well, Han Sin went and won by 5 lengths or whatever it's called.
Yeah, and didn't they all those horses that beat him by an inch going on doing good races?
They all did.
So is he better than a 64?
He's probably a 70, benchmark 73-year-old in a 64. Oh, look, he's going to be hard to beat. Draws a gate.
We got 13 runners there in 7 days.
We need some winners. I reckon there's a couple there.
Well, you always say that. It's got to happen.
We haven't had a list like this for about 6 months.
No, well, we didn't race many over summer because it's too hot and the tracks are too hard and we break too many horses. So we've learnt that over the years, but they're all back now. But I can tell you right, there's a lot of horses here that need a wet and a better rain soon.
Yeah. You look through it like...
There's some nice enough horses here. There's some city class horses.
Oh, yeah. And, having gone back to the top of the page with Think Babe and Shadow Griffith and Perugia, didn't all work out Wednesday, but they all certainly can be figuring again in city.
So just to get this right, I'm going to Kilmore, then I'm going to Pakenham, then I'm going to Caulfield, then I'm going to Terang, then I'm going to...
I'm going to Terang, too.
Then I'm going to Mornington.
Yeah. I'm going
to Sandown.
And I'm going to Geelong, and I'm going to Ararat.
You're going to Geelong and Ararat.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, there's something wrong with that story, isn't there? Mind you, he did do about 6 races last week.
No, that's all right.
Well, I was resting up there at Sydney.
I'm coming back out the farm here next week.
Went up to Sydney and went to the Easter sales.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
And,
had a bit of a look.
Didn't buy anything.
Too dear.
Oh, no, I don't think they're too dear. I think, good horses these days are worth that sort of money. And that's the top of the tree.
It's a premier sale, isn't it?
We bought a couple last year, and I'd like to see them perform before I go again. But, I think it's good for get an understanding of what sells well and what doesn't, and what's hot from the breeding perspective. So,
just look at the types and all that.
Yeah, no, it was good, and try and work out where these mares are going to go to this year. Which, for all you breeders out there, Pete will be emailing you next week.
So how long before you need all that sorted, nutted and...
the end of April.
Yeah, so it's
2 weeks.
Right, no.
But there's a lot of size there that are on the nose at the moment that I wouldn't be going to, but there's a lot of size there that are just cooking with gas. And we need to get our mares in. So I've actually contacted a lot of the studs and reserved some spots, and now we've just got to sort out which one's going where and make sure everyone's on board with those decisions so we get it right. So bit to do in the next 2 or 3 weeks.
Just doesn't stop.
No.
Just keeps going around.
We're going to be going around this week, Pete. We better go and put some fuel in the car.
Yeah, got the little car.
Going to be doing a lot of Ks. Anyway, it's all good. So I'm looking forward to going to Kilmore and Pakenham today.
Hopefully amongst that lot.
There'll be a couple of winners there somewhere. There's some nice horses there.
We have got the best of our stock out and about. Like you said, we've got some untapped stuff there as well. So
there's a lot in work.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to wrap it up there because that's gone on for a fair while, and Peter's getting a bit hungry, and Liz is going to cook him lunch. So while I go back over the road and dig some trenches. Until next week, I'm Darren Dance here with Peter Morgandy.